Welcome back to True Fight MMA. Today we got our UFC Freedom 250 official predictions. So we're gonna start with Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia.
Hey man,
So who you got?
I don't
I mean,
even
come
think.
on,
I think, yo, I'm gonna be
come on.
honest. I don't even think this is a close fight. I'm gonna go with Diego Lopez. I think he's gonna get a finish as well. I'm gonna go third round finish. What about you?
You know what? Steve Garcia is not bad, but I'm kind of surprised. What are the odds on this fight? I'm pretty sure this is like a pretty close fight. No, odds wise.
I have no
But
idea.
it's just like I don't know, man. I don't think this is as hard as it should be. I think Diego Lopez, outside of Volk and Malzar, I think he pretty much cleans up the rest of the division. So this is an easy. I'm gonna go with decision, and I'm gonna go with Diego Lopez.
You're going decision? Why not
Yeah.
finish? Why not finish? This guy's a literal finisher.
Steve Garcia is also gonna. I just don't think it's gonna be a finish. I don't know why. I just think Steve Garcia, he hasn't really been tested that much when it comes to it. Steve Garcia likes to kind of brawl a bit, so I really could see Lopez getting that finish. But the Lopez that we have now, in the Volk fight, he came out a lot. Even the John Silva fight, he came out a lot more tactical than he did before those kind of fights, where he was just kind of dropping people and chinning people. I remember the Ortega fight. Remember when he dropped Ortega and was kind of letting it all out. He doesn't really do that as much anymore. He's kind of a little bit more technical with it and controlled. So I think he's kind of gonna play this smart a little bit and not really go into like a whole firefight because I don't think he really needs to with Steve Garcia. But I think even if it gets to that and they are just both swinging, Lopez has a great chin and he has a lot of power. Steve Garcia has power too, but Lopez hits harder and he has a proven chin. So I think even regardless of how this fight goes, I think Lopez is gonna win.
All right.
But I just think it's gonna be a decision.
By the way, I just checked FanDuel. They have Lopez as the minus 156 favorite. So this is actually a
Yeah.
pretty close fight. It's closer than I thought, at least.
Yeah.
But I'm still leaning towards Lopez, and I just think Lopez is kind of one of those guys that are like, he's just kind of like gonna get a finish, bro. I don't know. I just see him like as a like some of those guys that are like in their careers that
Like Yuri as
yeah,
well,
they're
but
like they just have like a high finish rate. I think Lopez is kind of one of those guys. Cause who has he just
yeah,
really not finished? Other like Mavzar and Volk, if I'm correct. I don't think because those are his only losses, right? And
yeah.
other than that, dude, I'm gonna go Lopez, bro. I mean, he beat John Silva, a spinning elbow,
Yeah.
crazy knockout. And if he could do that to someone like John Silva, I don't see why he can't do this to Steve Garcia. No, no shade to Garcia. He's a good fighter, but I think
Garcia is not as proven as Lopez is at all.
yeah,
And that
exactly.
and that win against John is just getting better and better.
Also, I think this might be too much pressure for Garcia. I mean, he's fighting what number two ranked Lopez at the biggest event in arguably UFC history. Maybe the pressure could
Yeah.
crumble him a bit. I don't think he's ready for this moment.
I mean, yeah, his best win before was Calvin Cater.
To be
So
fair, not a bad win, but if we're talking
not a
about the
bad win.
current Kelvin Cater compared to Prime Cater, then
Yeah, it's
there's
not the
kind of
same
like,
comparison.
yeah. All right, moving on. We've got Bo
I got
Nickel
Nico.
versus Kyle Dawkins. Who do you got?
I got Nickel, man. I think this fight is kind of I Dawkins isn't bad, but I think Nickel since the RDR loss has actually improved, and I'm gonna go Nickel, man. I'm gonna go Nickel with a crafty 30-27. Crafty 30-27.
You know what? I think a lot of people give Bo Nickel shit for losing RDR. Looking at it now, he lost to
He's
Prime
wrong for
RDR,
that.
man. That RDR man was different. If we're being honest, right before that Brendan Allen fight, people forget, man. RDR was on
People
a
were talking about
fucking
him and
run.
Hamza, man.
They were talking
We're
about
talking
him
about
and
him and Hamza.
Hamza. They thought RDR would be Dricus at some point too, because Dricus at the time, Dricus was the champ. People were thinking RDR is gonna beat Dricus, and then when Hamza won, people thought, oh, we're gonna see Hamza and RDR next, right? But
Yeah.
so at the time, people thought, oh, this was a bad loss. People thought because the way also Bo Nickel lost, a lot of people thought he gave up. If you remember in that fight,
Yeah.
people
I
thought he
mean, I
gave up.
remember I remember he hit him with one good knee and our thing is you saw that whole Robert Whitaker fight. The only thing his jab was his knee, that knee to the body. you know?
Yeah.
And
Dude, he loves his knees. RDR loves his fucking knees. I know we're getting
but
a little off topic. We should be talking about Bo Nickel and Kyle Dawkins, but it's important to back up Bo Nickel's loss, in my opinion. Because always people just want to shit on Bo, but if you actually look at it and dissect it, it's not that bad of a loss, in my opinion.
yeah, like a lot of times, what RDR beat him coming off of the win against GM3 in Holland, and then a
Yeah,
lot
this was like
of
in almost the beginning of RDR's like run. Because I think Bo Nickel was kind
yeah,
of his first big name. Because a lot of people thought Bo Nickel, future champ, fighting Hamza as well, right? And it ended up being like RDR finishing the kid. And people thought like, Bo Nickel would then never fucking fight for a belt. But to be fair, Bo Nickel's bounced back pretty well, right? I'm gonna go with Bo Nickel in this fight. I'm gonna go. You said 30-27. I think Bo could get a finish. I'm debating. I think if it's gonna be a finish, I think he could get a sub. I don't see him
mm,
really like knocking out Kyle Dawkins. But it could also. I think you're also right to say it could be a decision, right? But I'm gonna just go decision. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go just a submission, third round. I think because Bo Nickel does have a pretty nice submission game. It's not bad.
okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go Bo Nickel third round submission. Moving on, we've got a big fight.
I got Roofy by TKO.
Doesn't even let me finish, but all good. We got Marussia Rufy versus Michael Chandler, and he said Rufy. I'm going Rufy. I don't think this is pretty much a no-brainer. Chandler, 41, didn't get that Connor fight. Wasted 2 years of his prime. Coming off a loss against Charles Oliveira and Patty Pimlet via finish. Listen, man. You kind of feel for Chandler because he thought he'd be fighting McGregor, right? And now he's fighting Rufy. Um, I think I'm gonna go Rufy via. I think Rufy is really gonna finish him. I think he's gonna knock him out. I don't know
I
why. I
think
just
second
have this
round.
feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling like Chandler's gonna get knocked out, dude. I think that weight cut for Chandler is also getting to him, especially at this age, and he also just keeps looking bigger and bigger and more like swole almost. And like anytime I see a new pic of him, especially fight week, he's just looking more and more shredded too,
Do you
right?
think Chandler's on the sauce?
No, he's definitely on the sauce. Definitely on the sauce, in my opinion. Yeah, he's on the
Yeah.
sauce. Um, but no, I
I
don't
think
think
Roofy.
I don't think the sauce is gonna help him against Rufy though.
I just think Roofy, the run he's on, Chandler. Chandler said he's gonna come out more patient. I don't really like
I don't
Chandler.
like to hear that. I don't want to hear that from Chandler
Chandler came out patient against Oliveira.
and
That
Patty
fight was
and Patty.
yeah, and it just didn't work. I think Chandler's best chance is just kind of just being that explosive guy
He's
who's
gotta
trying
be
to win
that.
books.
Yeah, dude. He's gotta be that
No,
wrestler, that explosive wrestler. If he could hold down Rufy, that's probably his best. Excuse me. His probably his best bet. But
that's how Roofy did lose to BSD.
yeah. I mean, but yo, Rufy bounced back in a great way, right? He beat
Mhm. So
Faziev.
Roofy came back.
Yeah, I
That
think.
Faziev win is a good win.
Yeah, and he knocked him. He finished Faziev too. Faziev's a gritty guy
Yeah,
too, and he finished him right. I think
Justice for the
Rufy.
finish.
Yeah, I think Rufy is right now in the middle of his like run. I think Chandler's just in his way, and he's gonna knock. I think he's gonna actually like
Well,
genuinely knock him out. Like not just
let,
TKO finish, knock him out. Yeah, go
yeah.
on.
Well, let's be honest. Like the US, this is kind of match made for Roofy to kind of win.
Yeah,
Chandler's lost how many of his last? Like what, his last three, I think, or
four.
something like that. Four, yeah. Roofy's coming on his way up. It's just they're giving Chandler a solid by putting him on the White House, but this fight is made for Roofy to win, and I would be surprised if Roofy couldn't get this done. But I got second round TKO, and yeah, I don't know. I think Roofy just catches him with either like a straight with Chandler coming in, or a head kick, and yeah,
I'm gonna go second round head kick.
that's
I
fair.
definitely see a head kick. I just see Chandler getting caught in one of those. Also, I'm gonna say first round. Expect Rufy to be have some good takedown defense. I don't know why. I just got a feeling because I think Chandler's gonna shoot for the legs a bit, and just expect Rufy to show some good takedown defense. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, we are both gonna go Rufy KO TKO. All right,
I think
next up.
especially since
Yeah,
we
go
gotta
on, go
talk
on.
about it. The performance bonuses. What did Dana say? It was 250. I think a lot of these guys are gonna be trying to go for finishes, and that's also I think Chandler is always gonna be a guy that he goes for it, and I think that's why he'll go for it and he'll get caught against Rufi. You know?
Yeah, but dude, I remember like at first this thing like the whole 300 thing got introduced on UFC 300, right? Obviously great card, but after that when they kept doing that, right? It was up until that UK card 304, Bilal and Leon. They were
Yeah.
like all saying, "Oh, like 250 or whatever," right? And then there was like no knockouts at all, right? And then Dana was super pissed, and he's like, "Never ask me that shit again." And I think since that we haven't had any like those type of bonuses. But for the White House, I don't know, man. We could see this. We could see some knockouts, but
The next one is one that I really want to talk about, especially when it concerns knockouts. Hokit versus Lewis, man. I think Hokit's gonna TKO this kid, man. He's
man,
gonna get him.
I think it's time to pack it up if I'm Lewis. If I lose this fight, 41, I believe, definitely in his 40s. There's no shame in losing somebody like Josh Hokit at this stage in your career, and I think this is a perfect time if you lose to retire. I mean, get to retire in front of Donald Trump and at the White House, right? Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, man. Even if Lewis beats Hawkett, I don't see Lewis ever fighting for the belt, ever, right? Eh,
Hokit is ranked number 5, but Lewis would need one more, especially with Aspinall
One
and
more, right? But who does
uh,
he beat in the top
yeah,
five?
you would need something with Gon or Gon. You know the Gon prayer fight's gonna happen, so winner is gonna fight Aspinall,
Yeah.
and he would need to get one more, maybe against a guy like Volkov, but even that is like, you know, but or
Yeah,
Waldo,
yeah.
but he's already lost to Waldo, so it's kind of like, you know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Hawkett second round TKO. I don't see
Hawkett's
a.
second or third, I think, is very safe because I think Lewis will be getting caught, and then he'll kind of do the whole quit thing where he gets hit with a hard shot and he'll kind of just give up, you know.
Yeah. The only way Lewis wins is within like the first 60 seconds of the fight. If he can,
The
if he,
fatality fight.
yeah, if he can't knock Hawkett out within 60 seconds, you guys might as well put.
Do you think Hokett's gonna come in with the same kind of,
I don't see why
fucking
not.
carelessness? You think he'll
Yeah,
come in the same carelessness
I
as he
mean,
did with Blades?
I feel like Hawkett's just one of those dudes who are just gonna stand in the fire with you. You know,
Yeah,
it's also I think part of his character too, right? That he's
yeah.
playing. Like, yeah, so I
Do you
could
think
see.
he'll swing with Lewis? Like he'll put the hands down,
Yeah, I
put the
don't
middle
see why
fingers up,
not. Yeah, yeah. He no. Listen, listen,
I can.
listen,
You don't
listen.
see why not? Come
Listen,
on,
go on
man.
Poly Market right now and put your entire house on Josh Hawkett, 5 middle fingers, and go above. Like, just go on the over, and I promise you, you'll make a
That's
shit ton of
gonna hit.
money. I'm telling you,
That's gonna
you're
hit.
that's gonna hit. But yeah, so we both got Josh Hawkett, TKO, right?
Yeah, Josh Hockey by TKO.
I'm gonna go second round. You're gonna go what?
Uh, it depends on the if he goes like the same volume and the same carelessness and doesn't get caught. I'm gonna go. Shit, this is hard. I got it between 2 and 3. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Let me go with 3.
3. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Moving on. We've got Sean O'Malley versus Ariel Helwani.
I've heard a lot of guys talk about Helwani, and there's just some sneaky Helwani picks, man. Guys are coming in with sneaky Helwani picks. They think he's gonna 30-27 hold them against a cage. You know,
That Jewish power?
it could be, man. I don't know why. It's just Amen. Amen is a guy, and I understand why they keep picking and why people have been saying Amen because he is a
Whoa, whoa,
guy
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa. Amen. This is Ariel. What are you talking about? What are you
All right.
talking about? Come on, man.
No, but I've heard a lot of guys talk about how he kind of you watch him fight, and he's not one of these guys who's super athletic or super technical or super skilled, but he finds a way to win, right?
Mm.
And I get where they're coming from, but I do think O'Malley is just I don't know. I just think O'Malley this is a fight that O'Malley will win. You know what I mean?
So you think this loss was promised to Ariel 600 years ago?
It's possible. It's possible.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go
But
Sean O'Malley as well. Yeah, go on.
I could see a 29-28.
I could see Ariel putting up some fight. Cause dude, I'm gonna be honest. Sean is one of those guys where, okay, we gotta talk about it. What has
Sean.
Sean really done since that Aljo fight. He
He beat
got.
Cheeto. He beat Cheeto.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't start me on that shit. Cheeto, first of all, he never ever should have gotten a title fight with Sean, right? Second
Dude,
of
Sean's a
all,
superstar.
Cheeto is not even good enough to be ever, even at that time, to be fighting for a title, right?
He was ranked number 8.
He was what, ranked number 8?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're telling me you couldn't find 8 other guys to fight Sean?
there's
And
definitely 8 other guys.
exactly, dude. So, and then he lost to Marab. He gets an instant rematch versus Marab, but which, by the way, USC, what the fuck were we thinking back then, right? Like, come on now. And then he lost. He got fucking finished by Marab, by the way. He got finished by a decision merchant. No diss Marab, but come on now, right? And then he bounced back against Song Yadong, right? Good
How
win.
you doing?
Good
I
win.
watched that out of Boston Pizza, man. I thought he lost that fight.
No, I thought he won.
It was a close fight, though,
It was a close
regardless.
fight, but I think that third round where he got him with that, I think knee, and he lined some good punches. 100. I think definitely Sean won that third round.
Definitely a
Definitely.
close fight, though. We can both
It
agree
was a
on
close
that.
fight. We'll agree. It was 29-28, but either way, I think Sean won. So Sean is coming off a win right now against Shadong. I think Ariel right now he's not ready for this. I think this is too big of a jump for
You
him.
know what this fight kind of reminds me of? A
Mm.
little bit.
Mm.
It kind of reminds me of the Bonfim versus Bilal pick, which, by the way, worked out perfect, right?
Mhm.
But it does kind of remind me of that fight a little bit because I think Sean is gonna hold that reach and Eamon's gonna have trouble coming in. Because Eamon's, I don't know, I see Eamon having trouble coming in. I think Sean's gonna be moving, right? And I don't know. I just don't think Eamon's gonna be able to really get a hold of Sean like that.
Well, to be
Like, you know?
fair, he's on a 7-fight win streak, and his last win was against Cheeto, and the win prior was the one and only Jose Aldo.
Even the Jose fight, he just kind of clinched Jose against the fence.
Well,
And,
that's on Jose.
well, it's on Jose, right? Well, Eamon did what he needed to win, but it's one of those wins where you look at it and you're like, all right, you know.
Hmm.
And it's not like he beat a prime Jose Aldo, man. He beat like what 40-year-old Aldo. That's in it for the love of the game. Like, come on. And then Cheeto, I mean, come on. Sean beat a better Cheeto than he did, right?
Mhm. No.
So
Yep.
it's kind
Yep.
of like
He did. Yes, he did.
I don't know, man. Some people are really riding with Eamon, but I'm sticking strong with Sean, man. I don't know why, man. I feel like Sean could get a finish in this fight. I know he hasn't got one in some time, but I just feel like this one is one that he could spark that chin, you know?
Well, listen. I think this is just too big of a jump for Ariel. Too soon, in my opinion. He's no can. I don't think he's a can at all. 7-fight win streak, and you're getting wins against Cheeto and Aldo. You're definitely not a can,
Yeah.
right? I definitely think you're top 10 material at bantamweight, but I'm gonna go O'Malley decision. I think this can be a 29-28, really close fight though. Like, I think some
Yeah.
people, like you're saying, I think some people are gonna think Zahabi won, and some people are gonna say O'Malley won, but ultimately I do think O'Malley will get the win.
You know what? I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go 30-27 O'Malley. I'm gonna do it, man.
Mm,
I'm gonna do
okay.
it, man. I think I'm
Well,
gonna go. I know O'Malley's had a lot of close fights. I think it's gonna be a 30-27. I'm gonna go with
why are
that.
you saying that? What's making you change your mind now?
Well, the thing is, I remember thinking this like and this is back about that old prediction with the whole Bilal Bonfim, where I looked at it and I was kind of like, I think Bonfim, but I kind of went a little passive with it, and I went 48-47 Bonfim, when I kind of did think, Bonfim could really like starch him. And just looking at these two fighters, even though I know O'Malley has like a case with he always has the close fights, and Amon's a guy who has the close fights as well, and he just edges them out. But I don't know why. I'm gonna go 30-27. I think O'Malley's gonna get him. I think he's gonna get him good, man.
Well, fair enough. I'm gonna go 20, 28, 27, or 29, 20. Sorry, 29, 28, and you're saying 30, 27. All right. Well, fair enough. Well, moving on. We got a big one.
The big,
We got a big one.
yeah.
The heaviest ones out there. We've got Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gahn.
Yeah. Alex looks big there, eh?
Alex weighed in 3 pounds heavier than Gon at 251. But Gon looks
Okay,
leaner.
Alex. Yeah, Gon definitely looks leaner.
Like he definitely has more muscle mass.
Yeah, he's definitely leaner.
Yeah. Man, I know a lot of people are going for Alex, but
Jama,
Gon,
Jama,
man.
Jama.
Dude, I think people are really underrating Gon a bit. I mean, he looked great
We're
against
going
Arsenal.
Shama. We're going Shama in three. We're going Shama on three. Shama on three. Shama on me. Come on. We're going Shama, bro.
Alright, man.
You think Gon's gonna get him? Be honest. You actually think Gon's gonna win this fight?
Dude, I think Gon has a great chance.
Think so?
I mean, dude, this is just one of those fights, man, where you want Alex to win, right? He could make history, and the MMA gods just don't let it happen.
Oh, like a Leon Kamaru, like a Bilal JDM kind of thing.
Something like that. Something like that. I don't know,
Where
but yo, Gon is look. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's fucking like, holy shit, dude. Like this guy is like one of those guys you would see in the early 2010s and think he's all sauced up and shit, but he's not.
prime Uberim.
Yeah,
Like a Uberim,
and
like a Lesnar.
yeah, I mean he's fucking super lean, sub 13% body fat,
He's not a fat heavyweight. He's a heavyweight. He's a real heavyweight.
real heavyweight, and a lean heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, what about stylistically? Who do you think this favors more?
Well, Gon is kind of a mover, right? And Pereira is kind of a guy
Pereira can
who
move too,
looks
though.
large guys. Huh?
Pereira can move too, though. He's quick.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Pereira is kind of like more of like kind of straight stance. Like Gon's more on the balls of his feet a little bit. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be kind of doing those leg kicks and moving in and out. But I think Pereira's gonna catch him, man. And I've picked against Pereira too many times on certain fights. Actually, no, I haven't. No, I only picked against him
Magomed?
wrongly in the Uncle Live 2, Ank 2, yeah.
Mm. I had Pereira for
But a
that
lot
fight.
of times,
Actually, no, I had
a lot of
Magomed.
times, yeah,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I remember. But with Pereira's picks, like, man, Pereira, this guy, man, he has that neutralizer. And I'm sorry, man, and I get shit happens, and it was years ago. But if you're getting dropped against Tuivasa, bro, and I know Tuivasa has aged horribly, but if you're getting dropped against prime Tuivasa, like, come on, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean,
You know what I
looking
mean?
at it now, if you're gonna drop a tie to it, also, like, definitely looking at how Tuivasa's career played out, it's not a good look, especially when you're going against a guy like Pereira. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of like questions almost your chin. So, okay, but how do you think Pereira's power is gonna translate to heavyweight? Do you think it's gonna be even more powerful? What do you think?
Do I think it's gonna be even more powerful? I mean, I don't think Pereira has that power where, dude, he would sleep guys at
Dude, I mean,
yo,
he's got
he
that
would
one punch knockout, like Ilya.
he could yeah he could change a fight in a punch in
Yeah.
a single shot,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that with Pereira's leg kicks as well, his leg kicks are killer, man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he chews guys up. Like I remember even in that Izzy 2, and I know this is at middleweight, but it's just a statement about his leg kicks. Before Izzy got that finish, man, I was looking. I wanted Izzy to win. I picked Izzy for that fight. I like Izzy, but he was chewing Izzy's leg up bad, and it was only 2 rounds in. Like Pereira's leg kicks are real.
Yeah.
Like guys worry about them.
And dude,
Like
they worry about it because they don't see it coming. He doesn't telegraph his kicks, right?
yeah,
You don't know any because you're so worried about his hooks, his overall like even kickboxing. You almost forget about the kicks, but when it happens, it fucking like I'm sure guys feel that shit.
he makes guys wince. You can see it in their faces.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
feel that.
And dude, what's crazy about Pereira is too, he doesn't even need to like hit you like I mean with his like fist, right? He doesn't need to like land something cleanly. He doesn't need to hit you cleanly for you to feel that power. Like I
Just
remember,
get it.
yeah,
You know?
like he could hit you through your guard and you're gonna fucking feel that shit for sure, right? I'm sure there's
Yeah.
a lot of other guys where they can punch you through your guard and you don't really like feel it. Like you almost like you don't really need to respect it. But with Pereira, yo, you've gotta respect it and you've gotta respect the calf kicks because that shit's coming to you, right?
Yeah.
And if Pereira sees blood in the water, dude, it's over. He's like a shark.
Yeah. And Pereira also is, he's shown that he is a guy who's resilient, especially in that Khalil fight, the one he was kind of losing in
Yeah,
that
he's battle
fight.
tested.
When he
Yeah.
got dropped, he he marches forward, collects himself and he finishes Khalil in the fourth, right?
I mean,
Even after he was losing that fight.
best example is the first fight with Izzy. Well, the first fight in the UFC
He was
with
down
Izzy.
four.
He was down 4.
Yeah, he was
Bounce
down four.
back.
The guy doesn't quit.
Does not quit. But yeah. So you're going Pereira?
Dude, I gotta go Shama on three, Shama on me. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Okay.
I think it'll be 1-1 coming into the third, or it could even be 2-0 coming into the third. I think Pereira's gonna get it. It's just too long. I know Gon is slippery and he moves well, but 5 rounds of, not getting hit with a shot that Pereira seems to, always find, apart from that one Ankalaev fight, you know, and the Izzy fight, of course. But, like, it seems like the run Pereira's on now, he's kind of back since he got that win back. I'm going to go Pereira, and I'm going to go in the third. I think he's going to knock him out.
Hmm. I'm still like I'm just like a little bit worried about Alex, man. I don't know how to explain it. Like I can kind of feel Gon's aura right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way he performed against Aspinall and how much I counted him out against Aspinall. But like
Yeah, it was a round, you
I
know?
know it was a round, but dude, like it kind of just because of the way that fight ended too, though, right? It kind of like leaves that lingering thought almost. Like, what if the fight kept going?
But what about before it, though, with the Volkov? Which, I picked Gon to
No,
win.
yeah. I actually
Yeah,
picked Volkov because I think Volkov was on a good run. He definitely got robbed, by the way. He definitely got robbed. I think he definitely
I
lost to
picked Gon,
Volkov.
and I was surprised he won that fight.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay. This is what I
what's your
think is
pick,
gonna.
man?
Yeah, this is what I think is gonna happen. I think first round. I'm gonna go Gon. I think he'll win the first round. And I think second round is gonna be close. I do think Alex is gonna edge it out, right? I think he's gonna get a little bit more adjusted to the fight and to Gon. And third round, I think it's gonna be Alex again. Fourth round, I think Gon could get the fourth round, dude.
Okay.
And fifth round. Now, do I see a? The question is, do I see a finish? I do not see a finish in this fight. I don't know why. I can't. I can't really picture Gon getting knocked out. Does that make sense? Like I can't really picture it. I could see him getting submitted
You
by
can't see him
somebody.
getting caught
I
like that.
can't see him like unconscious almost, right? So I think I'm gonna go Pereira via 3-2. I think he'll win the fifth round. So
48-47?
hmm?
48
48,
47?
48, 47, yeah.
Fair enough.
Listen, man, I think Gon's gonna feel that power, but I don't think he's gonna get knocked out.
You think Gon's going to play it smart and kind of play off
Play
of
it
it?
smart, move around, maybe land some counters on Pereira. I think that will wake up Pereira more. Then, yeah, I'm gonna go Pereira 48, 47, man. All right.
Yeah. You can come on three, but it's fair.
Hey, man, Shama. We're gonna go Shama. Moving on.
I'm just going Shama, though, yeah.
Main event, man.
Ilya.
Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. I don't think we really even need to talk about this one that much compared to the
We talked
Pereira
about this
fight.
in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys watched our last video, you guys already know why Ilia's gonna win this fight and why it's not gonna be close. I highly recommend you guys go watch that video. It's actually a really good video. Highly recommend if you go watch that video. But yeah,
Or best.
we are going Ilia Topuria via knockout. Like I said, but in that video, if you're a Justin Gaethje fan, it's not gonna be a good night for you. Especially not gonna be a good night for Gaethje himself, right?
Dude, imagine if Gaethje sleeps, bro. Imagine.
Dude, if he does that, Loki, I think we're gonna have to delete the channel. I don't know
We
about
gotta
you.
fucking crack with that video.
We're,
If that happens.
we're gonna have some tough discussions, definitely, right? But no, I'm gonna go Ilia Topuria's second round knockout. TKO. Sorry, not knockout. I'm gonna go TKO. I think he's gonna catch him with a nice hook, maybe
think he's gonna-
overhand.
You don't think he's gonna sleep him?
I think Justin gonna get dropped really bad.
Max fight.
Yeah, something like exactly like that. I don't think he's gonna be knocked out cold like Charles or like Volk.
Volk.
Yeah,
But Volk one was crazy.
don't remind me of that, chill. But yeah, something like that max finish. Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. What about you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Ilya. Let's go 4 minutes in the first round.
First round. Hmm.
Let's go 4 minutes into the first round, and I think he's gonna catch him. I think he's gonna catch him with a left hand, man.
Left hand.
He's gonna
Well,
get him
like
with
a
a left
hook.
hand.
Hook.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a hook.
So just one punch. Out cold.
Not one punch. It might be like a combo, but I think the hook's gonna take him out.
Okay, okay. You think he's gonna go to the body at all, Ilya?
Yeah, I think he definitely should as a smaller fighter, right?
Right?
You
Yeah.
see how Justin's obviously longer. I think he has to play off the body.
He's
Kind
not
of.
that much longer though, like reach wise. He's only got 1 inch on him.
No, no, not reach wise. I'm talking
Oh,
about
height
the
wise.
height.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but like I think he should play off the body a bit. But to be honest, Ilya has killer. His boxing is just so crisp. Even his body shots are, you see guys hurt. Like you can see the power he's throwing them with, and the way he connects. I don't know how to explain it, man. I've seen him the Volt KO and a couple other KOs that he's done in slow motion is almost like a masterpiece.
Hmm.
The way he picks his shots is it's just so. I've never seen it in MMA like the way he quite does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Like he picks his shots so well.
I think Ilya's just like one in like every decade type fighter almost. Like just his aura, the way he speaks, and the way he backs up his fights, and almost like Mystic Mac just predicts the fights too, right? This is something Connor used to be like really famous for. Mystic Mac, just predicting how fights are gonna go. And I think Ilya's kind of got that wit about him, like Connor, right? That's why a lot of people also compare Ilya and Connor, right? Um, but yeah, dude, Ilya's gonna win this fight. He's gonna just fucking take Justin's head off his shoulders, man.
Do you think if Ilya doesn't knock him on the first, and the way he's been moving, he's been so confident on saying, there's not going to be a second round. Justin saying, yo, you can't predict this. You're not God, and
Hmm.
Ilya saying there's not going to be a second. Do you think if this fight hypothetically goes into the second round, it's going to be playing in Ilya's head at all, and it's going to give Gaethje maybe more confidence?
No, no, because I think Ilya just has so much self confidence in himself, regardless if it's the first round or fifth round, right? Um. Also,
He's
I
not
gotta.
necessarily.
I don't think he's gonna be bothered by it. Cause at the end of the day, I think he knows realistically it's still a fight. You're still fighting one of the best fighters on the planet, right? Um.
He's not going to let himself be rattled by it.
No, dude, he's a championship fighter. You know. I don't think he should. I think that'd be pretty dumb. You know. But no. Also, I saw a clip of Gaethje and I believe DC today talking, and Justin was kind of taking back, like saying like, "Oh, I was just joking. I think he's just deeping it too much or whatever." Like almost like track like I forget the word, but yeah, tracking back on what he's saying, right? And I think, do you think that plays a factor? Do you think Justin's feeling that presence of like Ilya's aura and almost like maybe he's thinking about, oh shit, I'm probably gonna get knocked out on this fight.
I think Justin's probably thinking about it in a sense of, we're gonna go fight. I don't want it to seem like I'm talking crazy amount of shit just to get knocked out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think he doesn't want to risk it looking like I'm saying, "Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win." But I think Justin's whole problem with Ilya's thing is, I feel like he feels very undermined by Ilya. You know what I mean? The
Uh-huh.
way Ilya's talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna finish him in the first round, 100%. I guarantee there will never be a second round." Like I think Justin doesn't almost think he's better than Ilya. I think he knows how good Ilya is. He's always said it, even during their trash talk, that yo, this guy's amazing. He beat Volk, he beat Max, he beat Holloway all by finish, all by knockout. But he's kind of feeling like Ilya doesn't have that respect for him. You know what I mean? The way I'm just gonna knock this guy in the first round, almost like it's like willy nilly, like it's already happened.
Yeah.
And I think that's what pisses Justin off, where he feels so undermined. Like, yo, I've been in this fucking game for so long. I've faced some of the best fighters to ever fucking fight. And this guy, he knocks out a couple of the greats to his credit, right? He's amazing, but he's not even looking at me like I'm some sort of threat. He thinks he's just gonna walk through me in the first round, and that's gonna be it. I
Yeah.
think that's what makes him more annoyed than anything. The fact that he feels like he's being so undermined by Ilya.
Do you think Ilya has a right to kind of like make him feel undermined? Cause if like it's just like end of the day, if I'm beating guys like Charles Oliveira, Volkanovski, Max Holloway, two of those guys have already beaten Justin Gaethje. Do you think it kind of makes sense to why Ilya might not even think of him as much as like those guys almost like all like yeah like you're saying undermining him? Because I think he does like he does kind of have a right. Because I don't think Gaethje is better than either Holloway or Charles right now.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, maybe it gives him a bit of a right to kind of. I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say because Ilya's done so much in the sport already, but he is still kind of. Ilya. I remember Justin coming in at the UFC press conference in like 2017, 2018, right? So he's been here for time. Like he's paid his dues. He's fought all these guys, and Ilya's kind of just popped up in the sense of he's only been here like really in the scene for the last 3 years, 4 years.
But dude, he's been champ for over 2 years now.
Yeah, but he's done so much in that short span, and his legacy is already defined a lot more than Gaethje's is, right? Where Gaethje's never been undisputed,
You think he feels away?
right? So I think it could be a thing where he feels a little bit like insecure, undermined by Ilya saying, "Yo, you just came in, yeah, you've won the belts, but bro, I've been here fucking working my ass off. Just 'cause I haven't won the belt doesn't mean I'm a can, you know?"
Yeah. But yeah, man.
But
But I feel like
yeah,
if this was like almost any other guy too, right? I feel like we'd be feeling the same way about Taporia though. Like I feel like Taporia's been just on one of those generational type runs where it doesn't matter who you put him against. They're just like another person. Like he's just gonna get out of the way, like just knock out. So
yeah,
like,
but do you not think Ilya would give a little bit more respect to a guy like Armin?
Armin, Khabib, Islam. I don't think it really matters that much to an extent because I feel like if in Ilya's head, he just thinks he's the best. He just thinks these guys are just in his way of becoming the GOAT almost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No, but I also do think like the media plays a part because it seems like they're kind of looking at Justin as just a placeholder for the Arman fight or the Islam
well, he
fight.
definitely
Like
seems like a lamb about to get slaughtered. You know, just getting
yeah, like
ready to get slaughtered.
yeah, I think he hates that like idea that he's just coming in just to get knocked in the first round, and the fact that Ilya keeps saying it like he's so sure.
Yeah, well, he's a fighter, right? He has an ego, like a big
Right.
ego, right? And yo, you gotta remember, you guys are professional fighters, right? Professional meaning this is like their careers, and they almost feel and they feel undermined and disrespected because they may feel like you're like questioning or like almost downplaying what they've accomplished, what they've achieved, right? It's their profession, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense to why Justin feels his way, but it also I feel like Ilya has every right to feel the way he does, though. He's earned it. He's done that. So, you know, to each to their own, you know.
I mean, to be fair, everything he has said, he's done.
Exactly. So,
So it's kind of like
yeah.
you could say it doesn't work that way, right? Like MMA doesn't work that way. You can't just predict things like that. Well, it kind of has worked like that for Ilya, you know?
Yeah.
Like he has just been predicting his fate and everything that's gonna happen with pure confidence, and it's just been going his way. He's knocking all these guys out exactly the way he said he would. So it's kind of like, unless he proves him otherwise, it is gonna go his way. And that's the great thing about it. We're gonna be able to find out, you know, well, by the time this will be recorded today, how that fight will really, really go.
Yep. Well, so you got what? Ilya first round knockout?
I got Ilya in the first 4 minutes. Yeah.
I got him in the second, man. This was our official to you Freedom 250 predictions. Last minute, by the way. Last minute predictions. Fucking 2:39 a.m. in the morning. Fight day. Literally fight day. But we had to get the video out, you know. We have to. We gotta be consistent. But you got anything you want to say, man? before I end it?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just say, if you guys enjoy the video, like and subscribe. But we'll be back here for the post fight, and we'll talk about everything that happened on the card. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
peace.